Hello guys, very good evening to everyone. I hope I'm audible. Can you please confirm?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, good evening Tanvi, good evening Lakshmi, good evening Preeti, Sabiha, Akansha, Kausar, Sanjana. I hope I'm audible at the YouTube also. Can you guys please confirm? All right. Okay. So as I told you guys, we are going to have the session related to the DSA and the Capgemini itself. So I got collected some of the questions. Those we are going to run right at here. But as now I can see that, like number of students, only 15, 13 students were joined at the YouTube Live. If you have any unofficial group as like yesterday, please post the message right there in the group. The session is already started. They have to join the sessions right here, it seems. Okay, let us begin the today's session. What we guys have to do is we have to understand what is that DSA 10 questions will come. Okay, I got gathered three set today, and most of the cases DSA questions will be common around 70 to 80% the data will be common, and rest 20-30% of the data, which means like around three or four questions on each set will be of different. So here I gathered some questions from the three sets. That questions we guys are going to be understand. I want you to react that questions very immediately. So those are there in a Zoom call. So please make sure that everyone can put me the answer by unmute yourself. That is only the way. And secondly, those are there at YouTube Live. Once you see the question, once you start reading on the same, if you get that answer, you please post it very immediately in a comment section. So let us get it begins with. So here is the first questions on a screen. Please read the questions correctly and answer.
Pointer. The link.
Pointer. Pointer.
Link. Pointer.
Okay. So we have two options here. Like one is pointer, other one is link. In YouTube Live also, I got received with the both of the options, either a link or a pointer. But let us get it understand why all these things are going to be shown. Like means they mention pointer as well, they mention the link. But what exactly store in the node of linked list, that you need to be understand. Let us take an example that I have a single linked list. Okay, it's not even get matter whether we have a double linked list or single linked list. You can take any kind of linked list right at there, and using this you are going to draw the linked list in a section. Like what it will be, like let us say I have a four elements in my linked list. So this is what the first element. Let me draw it correctly. Please consider this one. This is a first node, then points to second like this, then points to third, and as per the concept of linked list, it points to the next, and this next of node is always null, and the first node is called as head in the linked list itself. Now if we see, okay, like those who are answered as a pointer, so pointer is actually not right answer. The right answer is the link itself. Why? It is because of here in the second position of that node, it always stored the address of that next node itself, and that address is actually not in pointer. Well, in the question, if they mention in C or a C++, then your answer as a pointer is absolutely right. but as they haven't mentioned any programming approaches, so you have to think on universal way. What is the universal way? Like, let us talk the linked list along with Python or a Java or Android or in a PHP. So all these concepts don't have pointer, it seems. So universally, if I can see, okay, well, in the linked list, as a second position element is always store the address of the next node, and to get that address, the correct answer from this question is link itself. So those who have answered the pointer, I hope you got to understand why the pointer right now is not correct answer and why the link is correct answer. Write it here. Yes, guys, is that confirmed? Please
Yes,
confirm me
sir.
right here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, let us get shifted to the next question now. Let me delete this. And here we are. Here is the question on your screen, guys. Please read it and answer.
Twelve, sir.
Well, okay. What about others? What you're trying? That one also, you please let me know. Okay, see here, the task is so simple. They mention that we have an array. Okay, array memory is always stored in horizontal format like this. And let us say the size of array is not given, but in a problem statement, what we need to calculate the difference between, okay, the addresses of first position element and fourth position element. So how to get that calculate? Like what you can do simply is you can just create the array of, let us say, 5 elements or something. Okay, so let me create, this is first element, this is second element, this is third element, this is fourth element, this is fifth element, this is 6 and 7. I got created n equals to 7, that is size equals to 7 of the array, as I have a space. So I got written. Now, what we have to do here is we have to calculate the difference in between the memory addresses of first means this element. Okay, I'm going to say E1, and the fourth element is like 1, 2, 3, 4. This is, let us say, E2. So I need to calculate the difference in between these two memory addresses. And here in the question, they mention that assuming that, okay, float occupies 4 bytes of memory. Now, as we know, the array stored in ordered memory format. So what if, like, let us say here, this memory address requires 100 as a memory location, then the next memory address will be of the same order, means in the same sequence, but by the difference of 4. How I can say it by the difference of 4? Because they mention that float occupies 4 bytes of memory. So the next element is going to store at like 104, then this is 108, this is 112, this is 116, this is 120, this is 124. Now what I need to calculate the difference. Okay, difference between this fourth element, that is 112, minus the first element, that is 100. And what is that difference? 12. And the 12, which is the right answer from this question. I hope you understood with that. Yes, no, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, okay. Now let's get shifted to the next question here. The question from binary search. Okay, can anyone here in a call tell me that how the binary search will be works? Okay, how the searching of the element in a binary search can be done?
Left plus right divide by 2.
Okay, then
If mid is greater than left and if mid is less than right, that if key is less than mid, then we will go to left side. If key is greater than mid, then we will go to right.
we'll go to the right side. Okay, basically binary search algorithm works on divide and conquer technique, which means whatever the array we will have, we need to divide them, and to divide the array, we are going to works on a formula. There is no any equal kind of divisions of what, like let's take this example. Let us say we have this array of 1, 2, 4. Okay, then 5, 6, 11, 12. Right? Now, always remember one thing is like the length of array will be the very important right at here. And in this case, the length of array is 7. So the maximum index that I can able to works with is what, 6. Now, very first thing is we are going to find out the midpoint. How to find out the midpoint? Mid equals to, that is low. Low means always it is 0. Okay, plus high. High means the last end point of the index, that is 6 in this case, divided by 2. So the mid right now is 3. Now whatever we are going to do is, once we find out the mid, we are going to check on this third index, whatever the element do we have, is that matches with the key or not. Like now let us check with this. So here we have this 0th index, then 1, 2 and 3. So I can notice that, okay, the 5 is not matches to the given key because the given key is 10. Now I am going to check whether the given key is less than the midpoint or greater than the midpoint. Okay, right here, the given key is greater than the midpoint, then you needs to search on the right side of that midpoint. If the given midpoint is sorry, if the given key point is less than the midpoint, then you need to search on a left side of that midpoint. Now here we again got receives with the new start point and new end point to again divide our list. So here I am going to get them divide. Like here again, the midpoint will becomes in the second iteration. The mid will be of 3 plus 6, and that is divided by 2. So it becomes what? 3 plus 6, 9. 9 divided by 2, it seems what? 4. No, it should be mid plus 1. Sorry guys, it should be mid plus 1. That is 4 plus 6 divided by 2. That is 5. It returns as a 5 as a midpoint. And fifth index, we have what? Again, 6 got stored. Okay, let me check whether it's right. No, 11 got stored. Now I am going to check whether this element will be there or not. Okay, again, the element is not there. So again, I need to perform that same operation. So combinedly, okay, after performing that operation itself, combinedly, we requires 3 iterations to get it performed. And the right answer to make that comparison, like if we have this array and the key point is 10, then how many comparisons would be find these element in the array? So right answer is 3 itself. Okay, likewise, you have to run that array with the mid and start and end points and continuously doing with that comparisons. And you have to mark here in a correct way. And now I will tell you, this question will be at least once in your DSS section. And always and any time, remember my formula. If that element is not in, okay, not in the array, then apply this particular thing, whatever the size of array, that is calculate the midpoint, and that midpoint is nothing but your answer. And if it is present in the array, I guess I have one example right here. If it is present in array, then again we have to work on some formula. But remember one thing is that, like if that element is not present in your array, so low plus high divided by 2 will be your answer always and any time. Okay, now let us check with the next question here. So this is the next question. This is actually, we forget to take it in a pseudocode. These kind of 2 pseudocodes will be present. So please try it at your side and tell me what must be the right answer.
Four.
Okay.
Four.
Yes. In such a questions, they will mention like the string length function is going to calculate the length of the string in the description. So the length of string will be of 5 and 5 XOR 1 will be of 4. The correct answer is 4 itself. Okay, let us move to the next question again. Yeah, this is so interesting. Please tell me the answer.
Eight.
8. Okay. See, right here in this problem statement, we have given a string, and inside a string, we are concatenating 2 characters all the time. And that iteration is going to made from 1 to 2. Now, 1 to 2 means how many iterations we can have? We have 2 iterations, which means 2 times this set of character is going to append to our string. Now my string becomes that Momo keep remains the same and this two times. So the length of Momo is 4 and this is again 4. So 4 plus 4, 8 is the right answer right at here. Okay. Now let us get started with the next question as well.
Option C.
Option B.
Okay. We have two answers, option B and C, but you answered it very late actually. Let's see what will be the right answer. Okay, in YouTube Live also, many of them replied with the B. Now I will tell you, as we have a less number of time in our exam, so our output needs to be done within a minute. Now, how to calculate the output within a minute? Okay, so I don't think it is required to be explained that 1 to 5 means how many iterations. 1 to 5 means like it will be the iterations of simply 1 to 5. If I calculate it, it will be the 6 iterations. But in this case, they considered as a 5 because nothing in output. You guys can see that 6 elements were printed. So that thing we should have to get it consider. Okay, 5 times only it is going to run means in this case, which is last element is less than 5. Okay, 5 1 to 5, that is 5 times it is going to run. Okay, that's fine. Now we have the initial value of j and k only, and n is unnecessarily given here. You guys can see n is there in the problem statement, but it is not so useful. It will be there some variables, those are not using in the problem statement. Why it will? Because of to put the complexity of the problem statement. Now see here, as we are working on it, so 1 to 5 means like I know that 5 iterations are going to work. So when I equals to 1, it is going to print that k as it is. Okay, k in this case is 1. So once the k is got printed, I have to check in my options, okay, which options are starting with the 1. So the options are starting with the 1 is option B, option C, option D. Okay, the answer may be any one of this. A will be not an answer. I'm clear with this, right? Now, okay, then the k is going to print the value of j again become plus 1. So j will be becomes as 2 and k will be again k plus j. K plus j means k is already 1. So 1 plus 2 is what? 3. Now I'm going to check in these options which one at a second position is 3 or not. So if I can see, okay, this is not in second position of 3 because next time the value of k is going to print as a 3 itself. So in the second position, 3 is not there. This is not there. Then I'm not going to waste my time to calculate the next iteration. This is what my right answer. And I hope you understood with this trick. Yes, no, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
Yes, what about others in YouTube Live? Can you please confirm? All right. Okay. So let us move to the next question here. Let me delete this all. And here will be the next question. BST.
97.
C97.
Okay.
C.
Okay, we knows one thing that BST always stored the data in a particular order. Like whatever the first element is going to receive with us, that will be of our root element, and whatever the next element we guys are going to receive with us, for that all the next element, I need to check whether the elements are lesser or greater. If the element is lesser, I'm going to add it to them to the left side. And if the element is greater, we are going to add them to the right side. Okay, how to do that? Perform the task. See here. So I have a root element, which is the first one should be our root element, that is 105. Okay, next element is 95. And as it's less than the current root element, so it is going to insert at the left side. So here 95. Okay, next element is 122. So that is greater than the root element, so it is going to insert at the right side of it, that is 122. Okay, then the next element is 99. So it must to be inserted at the left of the root. But in the left of the root, we already have one more element, that is 95. So for this element also, one more time we have to check whether the 99 is less than or greater than for 95 itself. So 99 is greater than 95, so it is going to insert at the right of 95. So here, then 97 will come. Okay, 97, which means it has to go to the left side of the root. So left side first element which I can receive is 95, and I will compare with my element. So my element right now is 97, and which is greater than this element. So it means it has to come again at the right side of this element. But at this element, we have one more element, that is 99. Again, I need to check whether the 97 is lesser or greater than the 99. So as it's lesser, so it is going to insert at the left of 99. That is what 97 will be inserted at here. And 120 will be greater than 105. So it is going to be, will be there at the, what we can say, right side of the BST. But in right side, we already have one more element, and 120 is less than 122, so it is going to insert at the left of it, so here itself. Now the answer here that I need to mention is which element will be at the lowest level. So if I calculate the level, so this must be the level 0. It always starts with 0. Then this must be the level 1, this must be the level 2, and this must be the level 3. And the lowest level in this case is what? 3, because level are always calculated in ascending order. So do not consider that head point must be the lowest level. It will always starts with ascending orders, and the lowest level will be the maximum number in the level itself. So that is what 97 is the right answer. Those who have answered, everyone right here in the call as well as in a YouTube live. Okay, now let's move to the next question. So here we are. Yes, I think this question you guys needs to be answered very quickly.
It is when the stack is empty and try to
D.
pop the element from the
Option D.
option D.
That's exactly right. The option D is the right answer. The stacks comes with the two different behaviors. One is overflow and other one is underflow. Okay, when the stack will be in overflow, when we are like our stack is full as compared, like when we are dealing with the stack is a limited size of container. So If our stack is full and we are trying to insert the element into them, then the stack always retrieved with the overflow behavior. And what is underflow? If the stack is empty and we are trying to delete the element, that is what popping the element, then it returns with that underflow behavior. The right answer is the D. Okay, that's great. Let us move to the next question again. Here, similar question, guys. Now try it and tell me the right answer. Why you require this much of amount of time to solve the question?
Three.
Okay. Yeah, the answer is three, but I really don't understand why you keep trying with the binary search. Just now I will tell you the hack. Okay, if the element is not present, then the number of comparisons must be low plus high divided by 2. So first check with that key, okay, whether the key is present or not. Well, the key is not present, then why I am wasting my time to get that search? I will go for directly low plus high, that is 0 plus 6 in this case, divided by 2, and the answer is 3. That is how simple it is, and in this way only we should have to deal. I guess right now also, I hope you guys were understood. What if the key is not present in that binary search? Then how to calculate that number of comparisons to made of? Yes, guys.
Yes, sir.
You are just telling yes only. You are not applying. So how you are going to apply when you are actually in an exam? Let's see in the next question what you are going to do. Here is the next question. Expression evaluation using stack. Now do it.
C.
C.
Okay.
C.
Okay. Okay. Can anyone tell me what are the steps to convert infix to the prefix expression? Yes, guys. Can anyone tell me infix to the prefix expression conversion steps? And how you have find out this answer as a C? I really not understand. Guys, I hope I'm audible to you. You're listening to me.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So tell
First, we have to reverse the infix expression.
I will tell you the my way, like how I supposed to calculate all these answers is like I will go for the options first. When there is a DSA questions, I will never actually try to get them evaluated. I will go for the options. And as I can see, I wanted to find out the prefix expressions. And as per my knowledge, what is the prefix expression is where the operators will be at the first and operand later, right? So that is what the prefix expression. So if I can see the option A right at here is what not the prefix expression because it's a postfix expression you guys can see. And when it comes to option D as well, the operands are first, operator is not first, which means option A and option D will be not right answer. Then which one will be the right answer either by B or C? Now, how I'm going to choose the right answer right at here? So I will tell you the easiest way to do this hack is always do one thing, make that expressions in a infix with a small bit. Like if in infix, sorry, in prefix convergence, you need to remove that opening closing round brackets. So if I'm going to works with A plus B, the prefix of this plus AB. Okay, then multiplication I will keep as it is, and C plus D is what? Plus CD. And as it's infix, so let me just get shifted till to the, and that is what I which I calculated is what my prefix expression. The correct option is option C. My question here is, you're not explaining how you did, then from where you are going to answering all these things? Can anyone tell me genuinely right at here? Yes, guys, especially in a Zoom call, people, please let me know from where you are get to know the option C is the right answer. What you have been calculated with, what are your steps to done that so?
With the help of reference to the operator.
With the help of preferences to the operator. Okay, okay, let us check for the next question.
Option B.
Option B. Just think of it once. Why not option C or A? Sorry, it not must be C or A, it must be either E or D.
Right node is greater than parent, and then left parent is greater than left.
So right node is greater than parent and parent node is greater than left. Okay. Okay. Now see, very first thing that you need to understand for these question is what like as they ask you what which of the following relation is correct for the binary search. Now binary search, if I can see, then I got to know one thing that okay BST, which means there is a parent left and right. But I will suggest you to not move from your parent itself. Why? Because of the parent left and right child does not give you any kind of relation. Okay, either it will be in a what we can say the ascending order or a descending order, and in that option if that ascending or descending is mentioned, then I will suggest you to go for descending itself. Like how? I will tell you. So whenever any binary tree or BST node I got drawn, like let's take an example. I have a first root element as 25. Then I'm inserting one lesser value, let us say 18, and one greater value, let us say 35. then what must be the relation to make them form in ascending order? So the relation or descending order relation or ascending, whatever it may be, you guys can feel comfortable. Let us start with ascending order. So ascending order is what? Left. Okay, parent, I'm just mentioning like PR, and this right node, right? So this is what ascending order. So I will first go with that. Well, ascending order is not mentioned. Okay, so that's not an option. Let us check for descending order. What is that? Right. Okay, then parent, PR, and left node. And this is what descending order. So I will go for this, whether it's available there or not. Okay, right. Okay, we have only two options. Then it mentions with the left. So that is not right option. The option B is the right way. So whenever they explained you about correct me with any binary search tree along with the relation. So relation either must be the ascending or in a descending order. So always and anytime the ascending order is mentioned in the options. But if it is not mentioned, you can go for the descending order and check with there this order is mentioned or not. This selected will be not having any relation for the BST. That is the way of storing the element. So you can't say that this must be any kind of relation towards your BST itself. I hope you clear with this concept. Yes, no, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What about others?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Now let's get more to the next question. Let me delete this from the screen. And here we are. Okay, let us solve this postfix expression and tell me what is the right answer.
Option C.
Option C. Okay. 288. Okay. Now, see, what is the postfix expressions mean by where the position of operator is always after the operand it seems. That is what the postfix expressions. So you just needs to make them arrange in the infix and then you have to evaluate. So I will tell you what is the easiest way to do that. So like whatever the operands you are going to receive before the operator, you need to keep them written as it is. Like let us say 6, 5, there is no any operator available like 2, 3. So the operator is there plus. So you should have to write what? 2 plus 3. What is 2 plus 3? 2 plus 3 is 5. Okay, now till to this point, we got done with the scanning. Then we have 8. So 8 as an operand I am going to consider as it is. Then I have the operator called as multiplication. So I'm going to perform the multiplication in between these two. That is 8 multiplied by 5 is what? 40 itself. Now we have again plus. So plus is going to perform on this result. So 40 plus 5, that is 45 it will come. Then we have 48 multiplied by 6. Okay, let us get it calculate. 48, because last one operator is multiplication. So 48 multiplied by 6. Let me select this. Okay, 48 multiplied by 6. Uh, uh, 48 multiplied by 6 is what? 288, and 288 is the right answer over to here. Okay, let us move to the next question now. What will be the worst case time complexity of a inserting a node in a doubly linked list? Here in this question, it is actually not required that what must be the type of linked list, whether it's singly linked list also or whether it's doubly linked list also, that really not in concern. Like I will tell you how. So let's take an example that we have a linked list with some of the elements. Like I'm going to take a normal linked list here, singly, doubly is also fine, but let's take the singly or doubly, whether their time complexity will be of the same. So here, like I have a 4 elements, like 1, okay, 2, okay, 3. Let us make it as a 5, 4, and the last one element which have with me is 5. And the 5 of next is always null, and this will be the head point. Okay, that's right. Now let us do understood. Okay, the time complexities in good case, in average case, and in worst case. Okay, that good case means like best case only. So when we are inserting the element, now always in a linked list we have only 2 points available. One is of head and other one is of last node, which can be recognized by the last of next is null, right? So if I'm calculating the best case time complexity, now best case means you are inserting at the first of the linked list. Okay, at the first of the linked list. Well, the base case time complexity will be of order of 1. What is the base case time complexity? Order of 1. Because you don't actually requires to iterate over there. So you knows that only one point you have to swap. Well, if the linked list have the nodes, you are performing swapping. If the linked list don't have nodes, then you are just creating that linked list. So all the time complexity will be order of 1, because only one operation you are performing. Okay, that's fine. Now let us talk about average case time complexity. Now average case may be of, in average case, we have some elements, and let us say I'm inserting that element either after first or a second node, or either before. Okay, this is the last node, right? So here I am inserting either this, Okay, let us say this is scenario 1 or this is scenario 2, and this combined is the scenario 1. So either you are inserting the element after the head point or one node after the head point, or before the last you are inserting that element. So if I'm inserting in scenario 1, the time complexity will be order of log n, because that n times I'm not iterating over the linked list to insert that element. Only one or two iterations are required, which is 50% of n. So the time complexity will be order of log n. But in scenario 2, like we require to iterate more than 50%. Well, in that case, the time complexity will be order of n log n. So in the average, like what we can say, average case, the time complexity, if it is, below to 50% of iterations will be order of log n. If it is greater than 50% of the iterations, then it will be n log n. Okay, now what is meant by worst case? The worst case time complexities will be of, that is, I have to get travel from this node till to the last node. Means how many times I'm iterating? I'm iterating n times, where n is the number of nodes those are available right there in my linked list. And that is the reason the right answer here is order of n. Okay, with this, I actually answered you with the three questions: how to calculate base case time complexity in a W or a singly linked list, average case, and worst case. Yes, guys, is that clear with this? Please confirm.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
What about others? All right, okay, let's get shift to the next question now. Here will be the next question on your screen. Read it and tell me the right answer, guys. The time complexity will be insert at middle. If it is sharp of 50%, then it will be of order of n log n. Remember always, if it is less than 50%, then it must be, sorry, yeah. If it is less than 50%, then it must be order of log n only. And if you are inserting the element at the middle or greater than that, in that case, the time complexity will be order of log n. Yes, that exactly right. The linked list is considered an example of which type of memory location. So that is a dynamic memory
Dynamic.
locations. From the Zoom call, I hope you guys are listening and reading the questions.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, the dynamic here is the right answer from this question itself. Okay, let us move to the next question now. It's quite very simple question, guys.
Stack.
Exactly right. The data structure which used to check whether the expression contain balanced parentheses or not is the stack itself. Okay, let us move to the next question. You have to solve the post-it note, guys. postfix expression. Now I have given you the way to deal that. So please make sure and try to solve right here with the correct answer.
$350.
350. Okay.
$350.
Okay. Let us get them evaluate as per our own way. Like what we did is always, if it is operands, we are going to keep remains that same till to 4, 5, 4, 6. Now I have the operator plus, so it is 4 plus 6 plus 4, that is what 10. And then we have multiplications operator, that is 5 multiplied by 10, that becomes 50. Then I have that is what 4, 9, 3, and then I have to perform divided by. So where divided by last two elements. So 9 divided by 3, it becomes what 3 only. Then we have plus. So plus means last two elements again. 4 plus 3 is what 7. Then we have multiplications and 50 multiplied by 7. 7 5s are 35. That is 350 is the right answer. Those who are answered as 350 is what the right answer here. Okay, let's move to the next question again. Here is the question.
One.
1.
Okay,
Option A1.
One.
okay.
1.
See the stacks operation, those are going to perform right at here is first one is push. Push means what? We are going to insert the element. Then we are performing pop. Pop means the element is going to delete. Again, two elements we are pushing, that is 2 and 3. Okay, then performing one pop means 3 is going to delete. Again, I'm going to push 4, right? So again, two pops means all these elements are going to remove, and one element is going to push means 5 itself. Then after the completion of all the operation, how many number of elements present in the stack? So we have only one element. So the right answer is 1. Okay, now let's move to the next. And here is the question.
Option A.
Okay. Bubble sort returns the average and worst case time complexity as order of n square. Okay, average and worst case means whether you are inserting the element, sorry, whether you are like sorting the element where the array is not 50% sort or the array is 50% sort itself. In that particular scenarios only we are using the bubble sorts. And in the bubble sorts, when we are dealing with average and worst case time complexities, it will be of order of n square. Okay, but the what we can say, the base case time complexity where we have only one or two elements are left, in that case it will be of order of n. So the right answer for this question will be of order of n. Write it here. Okay, let's move to the next question. Now please try to answer again correctly. This is the last question, guys. We're done with the question set right now. Okay, so that is what at the today's questions itself. Tomorrow again, there are some exams are going to be planned. I hope everyone have received with what is the exam times and links and everything. And one more thing is once you logged into the Instax, you don't need to reset that your passwords. We already resets everyone password and you just log into the Instax platform and as per the instructions given, go to the assessment, but your password must be LeadSoft @123. If you want, you can change it later as per your own opinions. But once you logged in, you have to go to the assessment tab. Then in the assessment tab, you have to went into that what we can say Capgemini 2024 and test case assessment test one that we got created along with verbal and pseudocode. Please make sure that within night of 10 you have to solve that assignment, else it will be auto submitted on your profile, which means will like you are supposed to be received zero in that particular exam. So that exam marks are really very important, and one more exam is going to be planned after 11 till to the morning 10. So that exam also you need to attend by your side. So tomorrow I will let you know whether we are having classes of technical or not. But as per my thinking, we are trying to done with a lot of questions, and this will be more enough for now. We will do that in a considerations. I will cross check with the content once. If anything left, it will be get notified to your group very immediately that we have a class tomorrow. But if you don't have class as well, like you just keep revising as a study I told you, and two more exams that you have to be attained and put the timer. Anyway, the platform itself has a timer, but for question solving, put the timers and try to solve that questions at that respective times only. So as per the notifications, we will meet up in the next classes. Well, we are having a classes related to the technical preparations also and rest of the things too. So we will see that step by step as per the drive process. So we will meet up in the next sessions as per the plan. Thank you.